You're watching Carn Media News.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, everybody out there? Listen, welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. This show is a mess, huh? Happy a mess in the bless, okay? Today, we're going to talk about it, okay? Because what I know for sure, one thing for certain, two things for sure, everybody ain't real, okay? Some people are performing reality and not living it, okay? From fake seizures to fake loyalty to fake politics, we're going to talk about fake people versus real people, okay? This show is the Daryl Walter Show, okay? So I'll see y'all when we come back. All right. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Hey, family. Hey, y'all. Hey, Cyrus. Hey, everybody. Hey, Bless. Welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. Listen, just a couple of minutes. I'm going to just keep it real, okay? Because that's the only thing I know how to do, okay? Just a couple of minutes before I text my producer. I said I lost my whole, I got all my notes and everything for the show, and I accidentally deleted it, okay? But we thank God for a gift. We thank God for a talent. We thank God for the gift of gab. Okay, so we gonna talk about everything. Okay, so everybody, welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. Make sure you follow me at I am Daryl Walter on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and all the things. Okay, and listen, I don't just do this. Okay, I host, I speak. And let me just throw this out there. If you want to be on the show or you know somebody that you want me to interview, go ahead on and hit up Kwame, hit me up somehow, and let's get this thing going, okay? So, yeah, welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. First of all, how y'all doing out there? Okay, y'all ready for Easter? I realize people don't do Easter like they used to. I'm old school. I got my Easter hair. I'm ready for the speeches. I'm ready for the big dresses. I'm ready for the saints who come once a year. Some of y'all, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't want to go once a year, and that's okay. That ain't my business. But I'm ready for y'all, okay? Anybody going to church this weekend? Y'all going Easter egg hunting? Child, y'all good. I don't know why y'all good on Easter. I love Easter is up there with Christmas for me. Okay. I got my suit. It's loud. I'm gonna show y'all a picture next week. Right. We ready. I'm going. I'm supporting the Easter egg hunt this weekend. I'm going to Good Friday service to hear the 7 last saints. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know why y'all don't. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't love Jesus. You can't. Y'all don't love him. That's okay. But anyways, I'm not here to judge y'all. That ain't my job. And listen, for my future bay out there, we Easter Sunday. Okay. What? 14 years. It's time. It's time. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Easter is that time. It's the Christian Super Bowl. It's the Christian Super Bowl. That is the time. I'm not here to bother y'all. Anyway, speaking of fake and trying it, let's get into what went viral, okay? I'm about tired of y'all. Now, all of this happened right here in Atlanta, and we just gonna continue to keep Atlanta on the altar. A woman named Okisha, Lord Maria Rain. That's already the problem right there. There's the name, Okisha. I can already see why you got a problem. Anyways, she's facing serious charges, apparently unaliving somebody. And allegedly, she tried to fake her seizure during a police interaction. Alleged. Well, it's not alleged. But for the sake of the show, allegedly. Let's take a look at the video. Now listen, I'm no doctor, but I know a performance when I see one. Okay, I've been performing for a very long time, and this felt like method acting with no rehearsal. Done. Okay, here's the bigger conversation. When did survival turn into performance? Okay, and I'm gonna go deep on y'all. How often are people faking just to avoid consequences? Talk amongst yourselves. That's not for you to answer right now. Well, we don't talk about him, unfortunately, today. Okay, that wasn't just about a seizure, baby. That was about control, manipulation, and buying time, baby. Because guess what? You're still going down. Oh, Keisha. Oh, oh, Keisha. Remember that song? It didn't say oh, Keisha. What was it, oh, Keisha? Anyways, I'm showing my age. I can't even say what I want. This is baby. Say what you want. There was. We all laughing at. Oh, oh, Sheila. Anyways, okay. We don't have the budget to be paying for stuff. We all laughing at you. And speaking of performance, baby, let's talk about someone who's been performing their whole life, but this time she finally getting her flowers. Okay, let's start off with Brandy. Let's start. Congratulations to Brandy. Okay, this has been long overdue. Brandy has officially received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Okay, and let me just say this very clearly. This was long overdue, and everybody was there. Everybody except Ray J. Anyways, we love the vocal Bible. And I think Ray J loved her enough that he knew that, go on and sit this one out. Although was Ray J there? I don't think Ray J was there. I would have loved for Ray J to be there. Okay. The industry loved her voice, but did it protect her? Hmm? The star is stamped, but her story is layered. Okay, from fake pregnancies to, I'm not gonna do too much, but we gotta talk about it. Okay. Um, um, Congratulations to her because she has weathered the storm. She has been through so much. And first of all, she looks good. Apparently, she's coming out with a skincare line. And I want in on it because she looks good. She is fine, still fine. And she came out with her memoir, The Real Story. Now, in her memoir, let's just talk about this. Brandy opens up about being groomed for perfection. Okay. The family and the industry and the pressure and always having to be on. So let's talk about it. What does being perfect cost a person? I am someone I'm looking at my life right now. Somehow I'm a perfectionist. And it ain't perfect because anyways. Behind the vocal Bible was a woman trying to find her own voice. She said she didn't always feel good enough. And let's just sit in that. You can be famous, you can be talented, you can be successful and still feel unseen. Okay. Brandy, listen, Whitney Houston is up there, Jasmine Sullivan. I'm gonna say Beyonce, but y'all ain't, and that's okay. I don't care. But she also dated Wanya Morris when she was young, when she was under 18. And now looking back today, would that even fly today? She's opened up about her depression and healing. And I really love this for her. I just really feel like what we are seeing right now is not just an image, it's not just perfection, but Brandy has earned, she's always been. But I feel like right now, she is that girl. She is the moment. She is officially an icon. Is Brandy underrated? Shandi Oshaya. Hmm? Can you grow up healthy in fame? Did the industry fail her? Either way, congratulations to Brandy. This is definitely her moment. This is her time. You know, what'd you say? I think she got her shine. I don't think she's underrated. You know what? I don't think she's underrated, but I definitely Brandy needs her flowers. We need tributes. And we need a good tribute. I love Kiki Palmer. Love her down. But we need tributes. We need singers to come out and can't. It's hard to sing a Brandy song. She's a little bit underrated. She not and listen, the people that know. And Brandy is definitely, she's always gonna be the vocal Bible. She's always gonna be that girl, and that's what you call legacy. Now, speaking of legacy, no, nobody sings like her. And speaking of singing, let's get into this 90s icon tour drama. We got Salt and Pepper, we got In Vogue, and we got TLC doing the thing. And everybody's excited. Everybody's looking forward to the concert. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this at first, but thank you, Rosanda Chili Thomas, and all that you've done. You have brought this to the foresight, to the light. So since we're going to talk about it, I'm just going to be honest. I was not here for the concert, and I'm probably alone on this, and that's okay, but I wasn't feeling it. I just didn't see the connection between TLC, Salt and Pepper, and En Vogue. That's just how I feel about it. Okay. Um, I thought Salt and Pepper came out in the 80s. You know, En Vogue is this big R&B group, so I didn't see the connection to the rap and everything. Oh, except they had that one song. What was it? What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is. I just felt like this was more of a money grab. And again, I know I'm alone on this. Okay, he wasn't hyped about it either. But they're really great groups, right? Listen to them on their own, but am I excited to go see TLC, Salt and Pepper, and TLC together? Like, well, according to the people, Chili Black. And since you brought it up, let's just talk about it because Rosanda Thomas has been getting the business. And you know what? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Okay. Now, recently, she came under fire because we got to love the internet. Listen, what comes to dark will come to light. Okay. And y'all remember that show, that dating show that Chili had? What was the name of that? I know y'all gonna tell me. What was the name of that dating show Chili had? What's Chili? I love Chili or whatever. But I remember the dating coach told her, the man you trying to find ain't here. That's Jesus, and you ain't gonna find nobody like Jesus. Anyways, Chili reposting videos about Michelle Obama being a man allegedly. Let's just take a look at the video of her responding, and then we'll get into it.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody. And I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button. And I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down and, I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful. And I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, your love and your support and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys.
Here's the thing, and let me help y'all out with this, okay? It's not what you say, it's what you don't say. Hold on, let me get in the shot. Okay? And she said a whole lot, but she didn't say a whole lot either, okay? Now, this ain't even about politics at this point. And maybe it is a little bit. No, this is bigger than politics, because girl, who you are is beyond who you voted for, and we know who you voted for. Matter of fact, while we on it, going to play the other video where they were interviewed in London about Black Lives Matter. Let's play that video.
Black Lives Matter movement. Did you guys feel strongly about it when it was all kicking off in America? Did you go on any marches? Did you go on any anti-Trump marches?
Well, I didn't go into any marches or anything like that, but for me, all lives matter. You know what I mean? Because there's a time when, different groups are targeted for, different things. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that just the whole, what happened, even, with the police brutality against these young Black boys and stuff like that. And all of that kind of stuff is wrong, and even if it was a Caucasian teen kid that this was happening to or whatever, it's just not right. Mm-mm.
What's it like for you both being Black women in America in the age of Donald Trump?
I don't care about Donald Trump. So, God is my president. So I just feel sorry for people it affects, but I don't care about him. I worked on a Celebrity Apprentice and I wasn't too fond of men. So I don't care really.
Now, Kwame, we ain't got to play that video with Funky Deneva because I'm just going to go ahead and take it on from here, okay? First of all, Chili, we don't like you, okay? We haven't liked you for a long time. You was probably the least favorite out of the three of y'all, okay? T-Boz had the tenor and the deep voice, and we miss Lisa. We miss Left Eye, but we could do without you. Okay? You've been difficult for a long time. Jesus help me today, God. I don't want to do this, but I got to. Okay? And the show was called What Chili Wants. And if y'all remember that show, Chili was difficult. She finally got a boyfriend, and you know who she's dating, right? And listen, I love who you want. All loves matter, right? Right, Chili? But the thing about it is all kinfolk ain't skinfolk. That's where I'm at with it. And the time that we're living in right now, where we are under a racist regime. And you talking about, I'm not technology savvy. That's why I accidentally hit the button. The devil is a liar. It ain't a piece of truth in you. You tried to come on here and sell us a dream. And first of all, are y'all going to the concert? Are any of y'all going to the concert? And T-Boz, girl, if you don't shut the hell up, talking about God is my president. Ma'am, you have been in and out of the hospital, going through a lot. We know you need this concert. You got bills to pay. And while we're talking about this concert, see, I kept wondering, why am I not feeling this concert? Why am I not feeling this, huh? Let's get into Salt and Pepper. We ain't forgot what you did to Spinderella. We ain't forgot how you did that lady wrong and tried to kick her out the group. And as Funky Deneva said, the only reason we forgave you is because Spinderella forgave you. But don't you think for a second we're not looking at you side eye, because as far as I'm concerned, it's Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. Ain't no Salt and Pepper without Spinderella. And let's get into In Vogue and how you did Rona. Because according to Rona, she didn't leave the group. Y'all kicked her out. Y'all didn't even tell her. So sick of this right now. All of this women's empowerment with no empowerment. Oh, we're not even going to get into Dawn. We're not even going to get into Dawn. Because Dawn's a loose cannon. She's somewhere in the park living out of her car a luxurious life. Because she don't. Don should have been in the group. But I get it because it's I'm not going to the concert. They can go in and hang that up as far as I'm concerned. I might want to see In Vogue. But Salt and Pepper, I'm okay. Y'all can push it onto another platform. And TLC, it done pissed me off in real life. Okay. And Dawn Robinson has spoken publicly saying her exit wasn't smooth as people think it was either. And listen, I know Chili is somewhere kicking herself hard. Cause baby, as far as I'm concerned, you're not gonna do no solo album. You might as well go on over to Trump. Go on over there with Amber Rose. Get you a little coin and go on about your business and be with the people that you voted for and that you love. You know, right now, I just feel like I am just I'm sick of people being fake and we don't see the real them. And right, this is what we're talking about today, fake versus real. We seeing the real people and who they are and who they really stand for. Okay, you better recognize all these people ain't for us. Moving on. Nick Cannon and Amber Rose. They went viral for discussing politics. Amber Rose is biracial. Her mama's Cape Verdean and her daddy's, you know. And let's be clear. At this point, this ain't about race, but I want to be on the right side of history when it's all said and done. I'm sick of Amber too. Play the video. Let's just take a look at the video. Help me today, Jesus.
Part of the Republican Party.
That's right. Former Democrat, former liberal.
Yeah.
I was a liberal Democrat my whole life.
Is that because the bag has got so intense and so heavy that you had a whole nother, you up there with the elite now?
Not even close. Not even close. Democrats don't care about black people.
Okay,
and they don't care about people. They don't care about people of color. And the Republicans do, and that's the misconception.
And you know what? I agree with you 100%.
Thank you,
People don't know that the Democrats is the party of the KKK.
Yep.
People don't know that the Republicans are the party that freed the slaves.
Yep.
I mean, both of you and I have some conservative views. You just a little bit more outspoken about it than I am. And I honestly don't subscribe to neither party. I rock with W.E.B. Du Bois when he said there's no such thing as two parties. It's just one evil party with two different names. So
yeah, I mean, look, I listen. I'm not married to any party.
Right.
I voted for Donald Trump because we had two options, and he was definitely by far the better option for us. And as of now, I agree with a lot of things that he's doing.
Cleaning house.
Yeah.
He
But
doing what he said he was going to do.
guess what? If there's a time where I don't agree, I'll say I don't agree.
Yeah. We got the Gulf of America now.
Period.
Charging, he's like the club. You charging a $5 million bottle service fee to get into the country.
I know. Listen. But guess what?
Let me see. It may be true, but the government is not for the people, especially black people. And what do these two, what do they know? What's good for black people? Listen. When celebrities talk politics, okay, are they truly informed or just influential? I had to Google if Amber Rose was black because the last time, the most black I remember her having inside of her was Wiz Khalifa. Ooh, did I say that? Oh Lord. Anyways, I almost went down that road. Jesus. So tired of people. Just say you don't like us. That's it. Just say you don't like us. Y'all talking about the Republicans freed the slaves as if Republicans didn't have slaves back then. They were all white. And then y'all flip-flopping over all of you see how they flip-flop over it while they ride in their money wheel. Oh, I don't do politics, but I'm gonna talk about politics. And Trump has done nothing. I said his name. I didn't mean to say his name. Anyways, what do y'all think? Self-hating. And Nick Cannon, listen, I'm not surprised by Nick Cannon. I mean, listen, first of all, he is ahead of several dysfunctional households. Because how you a father to all them children and you can't even spread yourself to be a father to all your children is beyond me. You got a lot of nerve, sir. I guarantee you some of them children are going to need therapy. Money is not everything when it comes to raising children. And Amber Rose, no talent, no gifting, nothing at all. We know her for sleeping with men. And I say that respectfully and light. We know her for being a baby's mother. We know her for getting drunk with Kanye West on the red carpet. We know her for being Wiz Khalifa's baby's mother. We know her for fighting on reality TV. So her idea of politics and what she thinks Democrats cares about is beyond me. And to be honest with you, her. I had to let that out. Because, ma'am, who are you? Riding around Republicans like some sort of a puppet with strings. And the issue is a lot of people fall for this. They are not just dummies. They are dangerous, uneducated empathets. I had to say it that way. Because saying things like the party freed the slaves when they were slave owners themselves is just beyond me. This party doesn't care about black people. Excuse you. Without full context. That's the thing about it is without full context. And these people are talking from a place of privilege. And that's not education. That's oversimplification. That's what that is. And I'm sick of it. They both self-hating Negroids. Anyways, influence without information is just a bunch of noise. And that's what they are. Some noisy people who are an embarrassment. Again, all kinfolk ain't skinfolk. I'm going to shut my mouth. Take a break real quick. We're going to take this break. And when we come back, we gonna get into the church side of things because we got a lot. We got to talk about it. I'll see y'all when we get back.
This is Tammy from Tammy's Take, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, it's Dr. Nicole D. Vick from Dr. Victorious, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Welcome back to the Daryl Walter Show. How we doing, baby? I just got a few notes. Yeah, I told y'all I lost my notes earlier, so we just okay. Let's get back into it. And first of all, let me just say this. You know, a lot of times we get into politics and this party doesn't care and this party doesn't care. But do you care? Do you care? Because politics is so much more than the president. Politics is so much more than the government. Politics is down to your judges. Politics is down to your city officials. Do you even know who they are? You know, I think the most important thing we have to remember is if nobody else cares about you, you got to care about you and you have to do what's best for you. Regardless of who's in office, you have to be aware of what's going on with you and your people. And I get so sick and tired of people going like, oh, the Democrats and the Republicans. You don't even know who your local judge is. You don't even know who your local city officials are. Come on now. Let's get real about it. I want to cuss so bad today. This is so much bigger than who the president is, which, listen, allegedly, I don't know if he's going to be president much longer. That's just allegedly, but that's just what my spirit man is saying. Anyways, let's just move on into the church topics, child, because Marvin Sapp, who, congratulations, married that lady. I forgot her name, but he was a widow for a long time, and now he's married. Come on now. Getting your glory on. Entering the gates. Marvin Sapp said for Easter that he's going to use a slide to baptize the kids. Let's take a look.
We're going to have baptism for our kids. Now listen, this is sick. Listen, I'm a youth pastor at heart. And we're going to have a slide for the babies. So they'll be able to, they got to be at least 5 up. Let me say that. But for the babies, we can have a slide, and I'm going to be at the bottom of the slide so they can just slide down the slide. And when they're at the top, I'm going to say, in Jesus' name, and they're going to slide down the slide, and they're going to go right in the water. Y'all ain't never seen no baptism like this. Y'all like, what? Where's the spiritual part? It's going to be spiritual, trust me. But we want to just see, sometimes, hear me, you have to be strategic against the enemy. Y'all missing it. Some of y'all babies don't want to get in the bathtub, but they'll jump in the pool. I can't get no help here. I'm by myself. So make sure that you sign them up, sign you up. Y'all got some family members y'all need to just tell them, just come on Easter and just sneak some clothes in the trunk.
What y'all think? Y'all want to use a slide to get baptized? Listen, I've been baptized before, and if a slide was included, I think I would have got baptized 2 or 3 times. Marvin said, I'm sick of it. Why y'all sick of the church? You know, it's no secret. I'm not the biggest fan of Marvin Sapp. I mean, no, he's come from one of the greatest gospel groups commissioned, and he has some great songs. But I've seen him preach live. I could take it or leave it. Get your slide on, sir. Come on, slide the babies down and baptize them. That'll get your life. What's next? Huh? I wonder what's next, though. Like, okay, now we're going to use the slide to baptize the kids. Wait, what? Congratulations, but I wouldn't be one of the members to sign. They had to sign an NDA and $45 cover fee. What? That's a mess, allegedly. They had to sign a cover fee. For what? For why? Don't nobody care? Do y'all care? I don't care. You know what? I'm so sick of these gospel celebrities. Speaking of celebrities, let's get into Brian Carn. Brian Carn and Lexi Allen. I mean, the people wanted to pay the $45 in the NDA to witness the wedding. And you know what? Can I just say this also before we get into Brian Carn? The lady looked just like Melinda. And apparently she's a prophetess too. Like she loud. But go ahead. Bless it. Brian Carn and Lexi Allen. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So Brian Carn recently went viral. He knew he was going to go viral. He was with his musicians, and apparently he was teaching them a new song. Hold on, people in the church said she's allegedly, yeah, I could see her being mean there. I can see that. But you know, whenever you get a new first lady, you're not really feeling her. It's like getting a stepmama. You know who's overcome that, who's done very well? Pastor Carrie Bryant. She's done very well, and I like her a lot. She's actually made Jamal look better. Anyways, let's start by looking at this video with Brian Carn, and this is Lexi commenting on Brian Carn's video. Let's go.
This is in a church service.
Just follow me. Follow me.
And he's making up a song.
Overwhelm me.
On the spot.
But,
and the musicians are going to try to pick it up.
Drown me. No. Listen. Wait 1 minute. Wait. Stop. Because you're off.
Listen to how quiet the church is.
Over.
Look how arrogant he is and pompous. Try this in Detroit, Brian.
This is going to go viral.
No kidding.
Okay. Ready?
So arrogant. Ain't no way. Anybody bringing this clown into your church? I'm looking at you with the side.
I ain't tell you to do all that. You ain't got the first part right. You're doing too much. You ain't there yet.
This is not ministry.
Hey man, you don't need to do nothing special if you.
He's been doing this for years, and you preachers keep bringing him in because he can raise money. He's a clown.
Come on, Callie, put the keys to that.
He is a jerk. And this is not. And the song sucks. This is not ministry. The Spirit of God is nowhere in this place. And for those musicians who sat through that, respect yourself, pack up your equipment, and get the hell out of there. And before I take it back, I'll add more to it. Brian Carn, you are rude. This is not real ministry. This is not the Spirit of God. It's deplorable. Come to Detroit with that, and we're going to rock your world. We're going to overwhelm you.
Now, okay, first of all, back to the comment. He pays his child support. He do. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. He goes by the number system. In music world, there's a number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, based off of the key or whatever. So apparently he knows this stuff. I don't know how I feel. Listen, he did what he did. He said what he said. And of course, he clapped back. Let's take a look at the clap back.
This is not Prophet Carn. This is not Pastor Carn. I've not consulted the Lord. I didn't pray about this. I've not consulted counsel. So this is the man. There's a mediator between God and man. The man, Christ Jesus. So this is the man, Brian Carn. I want to address something. Seemingly, I recently went viral because of a moment that happened on Sunday between me and the musicians, right? You, Brother Chris, this is him. You went live, and I think you're the one who posted it.
Technically,
Okay.
Technically, brother Brian.
He posted it
Brother
first.
Brian posted it first.
Okay, and then they Googled it. And I'm only doing this because there's a young lady who made it her business, the one who has a struggling music career, made it her business to talk about me and to bother me. Now, no one knows you. We don't know who you are. I went on your page and I searched your videos. You have 14,000 views. You have 12,000 views because God has called you to make skits. Nevertheless, when you talk about me, you have 400,000 views, 500,000 views. Your only sense of relevance is talking about other people. I know God hasn't given you a ministry to meddle in other men's affairs. I see you make a statement and say that I don't know why people keep inviting them, but you've never been invited. And you tell me something, you don't know why people continue to invite me. I don't bother you. I've had conversations with you privately. I've asked you, do you have any problems with me? You seem like a woman scorned. You're bitter. You're full of malice and venom. I've never done anything to you. I've asked you what the problem was. Your problem one time was I said something about Leandra. Well, me and Leandra are fine. And we talked about that. Why are you still bothering me? But I know why. If the only way you make money is by discussing someone else, that's what I would do too. But y'all won't leave me alone. But this ain't prophet, this ain't pastor. This Brian. I don't bother no.
That was Brian talking. Now, I know Kwame said not too much on Lexi. I'm gonna leave her alone. Let me start off by saying this. I am blocked by some of your favorite people, Lexi being one of them. I don't know what I did. It really ain't too much. I can't say I care too much, but Lexi blocked me on Instagram. I'm sure I said something. Do I think Lexi is full of malice? Absolutely not. Do I think Lexi is... Here's the thing with Lexi. I think that she's a nice, mean girl. She's a wonderful mother. She's a wonderful singer. I remember one of her songs, He's in the Room. She's hilarious on skits and stuff, and some of her skits make me laugh. I laugh when I watch her skits. But she's definitely a really nice, respectful, polite, mean girl who coined the phrase, the mind of Christ in the body of a stripper. I think that it is the pot calling the kettle black to call Brian Carn mean, and let me just park right here. Why do y'all do that? Like, I'm from Detroit or I'm from Compton. Listen, I was raised in Rancho Cucamonga. And I can guarantee you, I am not the person you want to step to. And I say that lovingly. So I don't know come to Detroit and do that. And you gonna find out. See, that's the thing about it is you doing the same thing he doing. Where you from makes well, listen, to you it makes a difference. I love the fact. I get it. You from Chicago. Well, now let me say this though. I do agree with Charlamagne the God. The craziest people do come from Florida and the Bronx. And Chicago and Milwaukee ain't too far behind them. And Detroit, it is what it is. But claiming location and stuff like that don't talks about how you grew up. But anyways, I just, I'm blocked. Which is okay. Because listen, what I can't say is I have been blocked by very important people. Okay? Very important people. Some of your favorites. Again, respectfully, and I've watched Lexi over the years, many years before I was a member of my church. She interviewed my leaders, And again, nice, mean girl. Great gowns, beautiful lady, great hair, absolutely funny. Um, her music is okay. I ain't got no skin in the game. God bless her, and God bless Brian Carn. Let me just go ahead on and move on from that before I get in trouble, because I don't want no smoke. Because she gonna find a way to block me on something else or come for me. But that's what she does. She comes for people. I'm just saying what I see. I don't have a problem with her. And I think for Brian, it's his church, it's his musicians. They haven't quit. They haven't walked away. I just, it's again, Lexi is one of those girls that what is it? Hate the sin, love the sinner type mentality. I'm okay. I don't know her. I'm sure if we met, we'd have a wonderful time. I don't have anything against her. I'm not even hurt that she blocked me. I just know that she blocked me because I went to look at a video and nice, mean girl. Let's move on to the main topic. OC Allen. We're gonna get into my talk, okay? And this talk is it's personal for me. This one is personal. Yes, Bishop OC Allen is my bishop. He is the first openly gay bishop to receive an oil painting at Morehouse College, okay? And let me just go ahead and say something that might make a few people uncomfortable. We are living in a time where people would rather look right than be right. Where people perform holiness but don't practice humanity. Come on, somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to, okay? And the difference between fake and real, because being fake, it's easy. Fake is quoting scripture but not living in love. Fake is smiling in your face but judging behind your back or in front of you. I don't think, going back to Lexi, I don't think Lexi would say all of that in front of Brian Carn's face, or maybe she would, but I don't think she'd say it by herself. Fake is clapping for justice until it challenges your comfort. And this for me is why, Lord Jesus, I got a little bit of time. And for me, honestly, this is why this is personal and so important. And I struggled whether I was going to talk about this or not, because my bishop said stay out the comments. But he didn't say I couldn't talk about it or make a video. So here I go. Recently, as you all know, Bishop OC Allen, I've been talking about it for several times. First openly gay bishop to receive an oil painting in the Martin Luther King Chapel at Morehouse College. And a lot of people had a problem with it. They got in the comments. And you know what else pissed me off? It was a lot of queer people, or formerly queer people. Matter of fact, it was one guy who I slept with that has something to say. I ain't gonna call his name out, Kevin. But he had a whole lot to say. Ain't no allegedly, I was there. Oh, you're gonna make me take my glasses off on this one. And so recently, a lot of people had a problem with the oil page. Oh, take it down. How can he be a bit? Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. And you know what? It pissed me off because, like, not my people having a problem with my bishop getting the oil painting, and you gay yourself. And I know because I was in the room and you was doing the bending. Come on, somebody, let's talk about it. So Patrick Wooden recently had some stuff to say about it, and we're gonna get into this talk. Yes, he. What? Play the video of Wooden. Let's get through this. Y'all will be all right. We grown here. Do you have the video of Wooden, Kwame? Did you get that one? No, you didn't get that one. Let me see. Let's have a little. Okay, you don't have a video of Wooden. All right. Anyways, so Wooden, y'all know Wooden. He was the one who always got a problem with something, and ironically, his son is gay. So go figure that. Go figure that. So Wooden got on. He was just he has a gay son, allegedly. Y'all stay connected. This talk is getting more uncomfortable for y'all. But we're living in a time, right? Okay, let me get back to my thought. We're living in a time where people would rather look right than be right, okay? Because being fake is easy. But being real, what I do know is that being real will cost you. Okay, Donnie McClurkin will never live his full truth, allegedly, because it's too much for him to be real. And we saw that recently with my Bishop O.C. Allen, the first openly gay bishop to receive an oil portrait honoring his work. Okay, and let's be very clear for those who don't know, for those who have an issue with the oil painting, the chapel itself, I have been there, and there are over 300 portraits of oil paintings that include Nelson Mandela, that include Martin Luther King, that include Gandhi, that includes Abraham Lincoln. That includes many people, because that room is full of people who are game changers in social justice, game changers in faith, game changers in peace, game changers in changing the world and the world evolving. So this is beyond sexuality. He just happens to be married to a man. But Bishop O.C. Allen has created a path that many people wish they could travel. So many people who have an issue with what he said or what he does is because they will never have the ability to live in their truth. They will always be closeted. They will always be fake. And what I want to encourage you who are listening to this, being real will cost you. Being real and honest with yourself is a level of truth that many people can't stand on. Because what I know for sure is that in John 3:16, for God so loved the world, not just the blacks, not just the whites, not just the gays, not just the straights, not just one particular group of people. And while I'm here, can we please stop using Jesus to hide our homophobia and our hate for a group of people? I'm so disgusted at Morehouse. No, you're not. You're disgusted at yourself. And you wish somebody would stand with you in your hate and your bigotry. This ain't got nothing to do with homophobia. This ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. But this has everything to do with your hate for people. Because there was a time in history where they hated Black people. And they still do. They still do. Here we are living in a world where we need to, let me just say, I am so proud of Bishop O.C. Allen, and I am proud to be a member of his church because he stands for truth. Get you a pastor that stands for truth. There is no perfect church. There is no perfect man. But do you have a pastor who can stand for what is right and what is true in his world? See, Wooden Sr. will never be remembered for anything he's done for the culture. Patrick Wooden will never be remembered for making a difference in the world. But the real question is, how will you be remembered? What legacy will you leave? What mark will you leave in this world? I know we here having a good time and we having a talk, but the real question is, would you rather be fake and not remembered, or would you rather be real and remembered for what you stood for? We're so busy trying to ridicule somebody over their sexuality instead of celebrating what that portrait actually represents. That portrait represents people. That portrait represents a road never traveled before. That portrait represents social justice. That portrait represents standing up for people in a world where people will not stand up for. That portrait stands for Bayard Rustin. That portrait stands for W.E.B. Du Bois. That portrait stands for every little black and little black boy and girl that will one day look up and say, because he did it, I can do it. And see, a lot of people are not willing to be the first. Here's what they missed. That portrait is not about sexuality. That portrait is about impact. It's about social justice. It's about faith in action. It's about non-violence. It's about community leadership. It's about a life that has served, uplifted, and stood for people in a world where people are not willing to stand up for people. But see, fake people don't celebrate impact. I'm going to say that again. Fake people don't celebrate impact. Fake people look for reasons to disqualify you. They reduce your life to a label. They ignore your work, and they weaponize religion to justify their discomfort. And I need to say this clearly. Stop using God to mask your bias. Stop using God to mask your bigotry. Stop using God to mask your hate. It is not your hate. It is not the Bible's hate. It is not God's immorality. It is your immorality. Because the reality is the word homosexuality wasn't in the Bible until 1946. Because if your faith can't make room for people, it's not faith, it's fear. Real recognizes real, baby. You know, all these people out here, love the sinner, but hate the sin. It don't work like that. God loved the whole entire world. I may not understand everything about you, but I can't deny your fruit. I can't deny who you are. I can't deny who God created you to be. And as we navigate in a world where we have a president that is hateful to people, where we live in a world where people are trying to tear down people right now, it is my job and your job to stand for what's right. It is my job and your job to stand for what is real. God is not asking, were they perfect? He's asking, did you love? He's asking, did you serve when it wasn't popular to serve? Did you make a difference when nobody was looking? And Bishop Allen, that portrait says you did that. That portrait says you served. That portrait says you loved. That portrait says you led. That portrait says you performed righteousness. So on today, I leave you with this. Stop performing a self-serving righteousness. And start practicing it. Stop choosing comfort. Come on, notes. Stop choosing comfort and start choosing the truth. And most importantly, stop being fake, Chili. Stop being fake, Amber Rose. Stop being fake, Nick Cannon. Stop being fake. And let's start being real. Whew. This ain't the time. This ain't the time to tear down people. This ain't the time to tear down colleges because there's an oil portrait that you don't agree with. If you've ever been to the Martin Luther King Chapel, that room is filled with people who took a stance. And let me be very clear. If Martin Luther King were here right now, he would be an ally. You know why? Because had not it been for Bayard Rustin, there would be no march. There would be no movement. Whew, okay, child. Okay, what the people saying? Y'all all right? Okay, that's my talk. I had to get that out. I had to get that out because I'm just sick of people just judging and hiding behind the Bible for your judgment. Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. All right. Listen. That was the Daryl Walter Show, okay? Let's do the reflections real quick. Listen, y'all. The reality is, like, it's hard to be real. Like, that's just it. Like, we live in a performative, transactional society where being fake is rewarded and being real is the less road travel. So my charge to you this week is touch into the real you. You know, listen, as far as I'm concerned, I think Chili's canceled. Not that we were looking for anything. Oh, you're welcome. But like, you know, let's just reflect on being good to each other, okay? That's the reality of it. Y'all listen. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the Daryl Walter Show. This has been amazing. This has been absolutely real. Y'all do me a favor, follow me on all social media platforms at I am Daryl Walter, and you can follow the Daryl Walter Show on Facebook also. That's going to be updated in the next 24 to 48 hours, so there'll be clips over there and talking about what's going on. And if you want to book me, email me at iamdarylwalter@gmail.com. Okay, we over time right now. Sorry, Kwame. And listen, I'll see y'all next week. Okay, peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.